Time's up. Let's do this.
Hello, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's currently 1 p.m. here in Singapore. I am Babael, and with me is Katips. We bring you the Indonesia BlizzCon Community Qualifier, the last one in Southeast Asian series. And of course, Indonesia, there's two different time zones. East Indonesia is +8, West Indonesia is +7. So there, it's only morning. So good morning, Indonesia. And we are just going into game here. So Katips, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Little worn out from yesterday, but always excited to see our fellow countrymen in action, our fellow Southeast Asians in action. And we're going right in with Eldarion versus Nyx from Indonesia with Hunter versus Hunter. So how do you feel about Hunter versus Hunter, seeing this first game?
It's just a standard coin flip, I think. Nothing too surprising or interesting there. So I am gonna change the screen in a little bit, and it's gonna look a little bit jagged because the resolution on some of these players are really questionable. Like they have some really weird screen, resolution, and it's gonna take some time to try and make it look better. All right, there we go.
In the meantime, yes, Eldarion with Huffer making an appearance, and Nyx running the Mad Scientist build for Hunter, and he is gonna run his own Huffer, and we have some bacon action. Mad Scientist is going to take out Eldarion's Huffer and getting a trap for himself. And Freezing Trap also coming up for Eldarion. So pretty standard stuff. They're both even in health. The card advantage is about equal. Nyx with a slight advantage. And as usual with Hunter versus Hunter, you really want to wait for the Unleash the Hounds. Whoever gets the most value from Unleash the Hounds, or whoever is unable to stop something like a Savannah High main, is usually going to win. And also careful progression of the traps. Let's see if anybody has brought a tech trap or something.
Yeah. Alright, I really like what Nyx has right now. He has got a secret which is going to provide a lot of mind game against Eldarion. And Eldarion, Haunted Creeper is going to come out here. The 4-2 is really what Nyx wants, because in a Hunter versus Hunter mirror matchup, it's all about putting out the, you can say it, the timer on your opponent. Once you have the timer up, it's definitely going to look very strong. And this is actually pretty interesting, going for the explosive trap with the freezing trap. So I think Eldarion should know that that's going to be both traps up and alive. It's really scary because one flare from Eldarion, and this is going to lose a lot of value here for Nyx.
Oh, there we go.
The flare is there. So that's it, both explosive and freezing gone. And this is why against a Hunter, you don't really want to have that kind of risky play, double secret. Just one normally is good enough. Mad Scientist also going to come out here for Eldarion, so Eldarion might just be in a bit of a redemption leg of his tournament series here in his first matchup.
Why did he use Hunter's Mark on Huffer when he could have just explosive trap? Was he? Oh, maybe he's afraid of Houndmaster.
Yeah,
okay,
he is
that's fair.
Definitely afraid of Houndmaster. It's already past 10-4. And
That's
here
fair,
I think, Tundra Rhino is pretty big. Here, definitely go for the UTH Starving Buzzer combo. Want to get as much draw as possible. Extend the lead a lot more because Eldarion's Hunter is only down to 3 cards. The chances of Eldarion pulling off a very, just a huge valuable UTH Starving Buzzer combo is going to be so much lesser, given the fact that most of the minions from Nyx are not going to stick on this board here.
Yep, that's right. So the first of 4 possible Unleash the Hounds has been unleashed here in this game. And Nyx is pulling the trigger first. And Eldarion is down to 16 health, so he's going to have to put up some sort of defense, maybe a freezing trap. He has no card draw at the moment. And if he gets rid of his Mad Scientist, he's probably going to pull his one and only explosive trap. So, he's already used it, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, so no value anymore for Mad Scientist, probably, unless he runs a tech card.
That's interesting. So the buzzer's going to go down there, and effectively that's just going to be a freezing trap, which really doesn't bother Nyx a lot. He got a second buzzer, and that's fine. Thunder Rhino here is going to go in for the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist effectively going to pull one more explosive trap, I think. Let's just check in on that. And I think Eldarion is still not going to check on the secret. He's not going to show the screen what it is. Oh, it's explosive trap. That's good. Yeah. And so Thunder Rhino is not going to die from that. It's going to be pretty exciting to see that. I hope that Eldarion don't make the mistake of running the explosive with the freezing, because if Thunder Rhino goes to phase, it's both going to trigger, and we will see the Thunder Rhino come back to hand for Nyx at full health. And Rhino is really
he's going to do it. Don't do it. No. Okay, he did it. So we're gonna see a Tundra Rhino go back to hand and 2 damage.
There is
Okay,
still the
so-
chance that if Nyx doesn't go for Leok here, if Nyx goes for Leok here, then only the freezing trap's gonna trigger. Of course, it's gonna kill Command Leok. Who cares, right?
Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna explosive trap. Okay, so the traps go off in order, is that right?
Yeah, that's
In
right.
the order
that's
that
right.
they got placed. Okay. So if that were freezing trap first, it would have gone to hand first and then done 2 damage. Nyx. Okay.
Oh no, it wouldn't have. No
I
problem.
wouldn't have triggered anymore. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god, I think Nyx is lagging. Oh, lower thap appeared out of nowhere. Hi. So, this effectively means that Nyx is looking for a bit of a interesting play next turn. He does have some hero power, and both of them are at 16 health. Leroy Jenkins is there for Eldarion, so he can deal sufficient damage. I think he has 6 plus 5, that's 11 plus 2, and that would be 13
1
damage. 1 off lethal. Exactly.
Enough. lethal.
Oh man, this mirror matchup is so important to both of them in a BO3.
That's right. So whoever wins this has an advantage because this mid-range hunter has very few weaknesses. So if they can maintain playing it, whoever gets to maintain playing it is going to have an advantage. Yeah, so lots of options in Nick's hand. Probably just thinking how to dissect Eldarion's defense and his last 2 cards.
He needs to trade there is no doubt about that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hero
Here,
power.
I think I will hero power. Yeah, you're gonna try and lower down his health as much as possible, and that is the most surefire way of going about that. Effectively, I'm expecting Leroy to not get played this turn. Okay, Buzzard is really not gonna do anything here for Eldarion. So, again, it's gonna be hero power and just gonna pass.
Eldarion
needs
needs
UTH.
Unleash the Hounds, exactly.
Yes. Turn 10, UTH, Leroy, full combo, draw card, will win the game for him.
Oh man, he needs Unleash the Hounds and a kill command, and it's just not coming out for him.
On the flip side, if Nyx top decks the Leroy Jenkins, Nyx will win in his next turn. He's gonna play Buzzard as a huge, distraction here. And timer is up. Mad Scientist, lives one to wonder how much more secret, does Nyx have. But the tracking though, and Howlmaster, wow, Howlmaster is gonna be the play here.
Excellent tracking. So that's the right time we do tracking.
Yes, exactly. This
That's
is
exactly
why
the right time.
this is why nobody turn 1 tracks. You track at the right time, you have 3 chances of drawing the cards that you need. Yes, you have some chance to dispose of some, stacking cards. You might have UTH and it might be kind of a little bit expensive, but you just always need to have the right momentary decision here. He's gonna UTH just to kill the Buzzard, gonna deal 8 damage with Taunt on the Savannah High main.
Yeah, so there's actually only one reason to turn 1 tracking. It's if your mulligan is so bad that you didn't get like a Haunted Creeper or an Animal Companion. That's probably
Even then, I will not do that. I will just take it in because this hunter is not really face hunter. Face hunter, there's still some rationale there. But even in a face hunter deck, you normally would see your cards come out over the next few turns very, very easily. So it's like no pressure, no stress whatsoever. Just go through the motion. For mid-range hunter, you track only when you're desperate. You track only when you're looking for a solution or something that could help you hold the front, or even get a lead here, as you can see from Nick's play. So tracking is very important. Normally, I want to keep tracking until the right moment to use it. And yeah, even GG Leo, man, I've spoke to him a couple of times. We've discussed before on some hunter play, and we've come to the final consensus that nobody tracks at turn 1. If you track at turn 1, you practically lost the game.
So Eldarion is down to either his Warlock or Druid, and it looks like he's going to be going with his Druid.
That's interesting.
Okay, it looks like it's possible a token Druid with Haunted Creeper and Harvest Golem, so that might have a chance against Hunter. So I like its odds versus Hunter. And Nyx opening right in with Web Spinner, standard Hunter opening.
And the standard BM as well. The thing here is for Eldarion, there is the Haunted Creeper. He does use the coin for that. I actually kind of like the Harvest Golem coin a little bit more than the Haunted Creeper coin.
Yep. It's a stickier minion, I think.
Yeah, and also, generally, like I said, the Web Spinner theory is very simple. If you want the extra card, you come to me. Because for Druid, there's so many different things you can do to the 1-1, unless you want to raft that for card draw, which is perfectly fine. But if he runs the 1-2 into the 1-1, I am really gonna be so pissed off at that.
Well, I was thinking about it.
He definitely needs to rough here. If he wants to address the web spinner, that's the only way. Okay, you see, he's also gonna ignore the web spinner. Is he? Okay, he's not. Alright, that's fine. If he ignores the web spinner, I still think it's okay. But generally, in Death Rattle versus Death Rattle mirror situation, you don't want to run. Oh, King Crush, the Nyx.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna see him again?
But Chad
One
has
and
been...
only.
Yeah, sorry. Please go on.
Sorry, good. Go ahead, no.
Chad has been saying that King Crush is not really good because there is not much value there. 9 for 8/8. It's only 16 for 9 with charge. But generally, to me maybe it's just the fact that it's just so unexpected.
Yes, exactly. You don't expect the charging beast.
You don't.
That big in the end. I mean, yeah, it's completely useless at 9 mana. There's not really a follow up to it. You can't cast a silence. They can't cast an owl to pave the way for it. I mean, the only thing you'd be able to cast after that is like a flare or a hunter's mark. So I mean, 8 damage is good, but you're not really getting much out of it, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So the main reason why it's so hyped up because it's one of the only few legendary that
Exactly.
the web spinner can spin out. And it's like, oh yeah, it's King Crush, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
And I don't know, but if 2 web spinners spins out 2 King Crush, you are really unlucky. But even then, you could also see it as you're really lucky. The really unlucky situation is if you spin out like Captain's Parrot, and you're like, what's the parrot gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
And or even Hungry Crab, right? He just crapped out of there. So
Nice swipe by Eldarion and fishing for the freezing trap. Really nice. I really like that play. So Nyx is almost... I mean, he's down to 4 cards after he plays 1 for this round. He does have the bow. Eldarion has a lot of options going into turn 5. He has Druid of the Claw. He can play back his damaged golem.
ooh, this is interesting. I think he should go for Houndmaster here. But then again, you are up against Druid. Oh, he just wasted 1 Hunter's Mark, and he's gonna play Naked.
Naked
Houndmaster.
4/3.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Wrath so fast.
So fast. And he just threw away 2 cards, I think one of which was the Hunter's Mark, the other one was Kill Command.
Oh no, he needed those.
Exactly.
He needed those for sure. Especially when Druid of the Claw comes out, it's gonna be hard for him to come through.
Oh, damage bot, so expensive.
5 cost 2/1. The value.
Okay. I think he really just wanna get, a minion on the board there for Nyx. He wants to make sure that you can have a position here where your opponent can deal with that. So that you beat the problem, because consistently Hunter, you don't want to let the Druid just stack up with his board. That's why if he didn't play the Houndmaster there, it would have been the DOTC straight up, and I don't think that Nyx has the answer for that DOTC.
I'm wondering though why he played Houndmaster when he had Savannah High main.
I think he couldn't have wait. I don't think he can wait there. Playing the Houndmaster in that turn, we'll just leave that for debate slightly later. But you're right, it's not the optimal play. But I think he just wants to put on as much pressure, and I think he's worried because Druid 27 health. This guy, if he runs Healing Touch, is still very far from lethal.
Yep. So here comes Buzzard now. So another raw Buzzard. Not so sure about that play.
No more Wrath. So it's all
No more
good.
Wrath.
He's only got 1 out here for Eldarion, that Swipe, which I think he did use Swipe before, right?
Yep, he's used 1 swipe.
So the chances of 1 more Swipe in hand is very, very low. And this would be a risky play, but still it's going to pay off because he just guessed correctly here.
Yeah, Echoing Ooze.
I think
So
he's just going to
Echoing-
ignore.
Yeah.
He's just going to ignore, yeah. No real reason to care about that. He might just... Oh, because he's got a second bow, he might just burst this one. Okay, he's not going to ignore, he's going to kill that. He's not
Nice,
gonna
nice
let
kill.
Fishing Trap bounce. I think, yeah, he's going to change weapon. Here we go. And,
So-
yep, good.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Eldarion won't have enough to have Harvest Golem and Ooze with Defender of Argus.
Yeah.
He can get 1 of it though.
Oh, Innovate.
Okay,
though.
he can Innovate. Okay, there you go. That's the spirit.
Well, that's going to be a lot of taunt there. And UTH, the second one, the thing here is Nyx is in a little bit of a good position because he just used 1 UTH on 1 minion. And Eldarion might be thinking that this guy's desperate, he might not have a second UTH, but I think Nyx is really playing into King Crush.
Yep.
The only bad thing here is that we're going to see 3 taunts effectively from this potential play from Eldarion. And if he runs 3 taunts, 3 taunts, UTH is really not going to bite into those taunts so quickly. It's just going to have to be up to Nyx to get as much value from the card draw from the
man.
UTH as much as possible. See, this is
I really-
disgusting.
I really like Echoing Ooze. it's such a it's such an interesting card. I mean, it does rely on combos.
Do you crush her? Do you draw?
But then, yeah, I like the way it can mess with your opponent. Okay, he's gonna get a lot of value from that Unleash the Hounds. Here comes the draw. 4 cards for Nyx.
All explosive traps.
Does he draw his second Hunter's Mark?
No, he doesn't. No second Hunter's Mark. There is the Web Spinner, double explosive trap, and Stuffing Buzzard plus Mad Scientist, but that's about it.
2 explosive traps might be a little too much, I think.
Oh yeah.
It's like in situations like these, it's pretty much a dead card since you can't play them together. You have to wait a couple of turns.
Robbing the Web Spinner, are we? Okay, no, going for Buzzard first. Oh, he wants to draw. He really wants to draw right now.
So
I think he's looking for Kill Command. He just threw one away. So Web Spinner is going to draw 2 cards instead of 1. Big Buzzard. It's a lot of
it's a lot of
at stake here. Yeah. Kill Command. There we go. There we go. He can kill the 3/4. He can run the 6/3 into the 2/3. He can kill the damage bot. He can also kill Defender of Argus, definitely, and can deal 2 damage. So perfect play here from Nyx. Of course, Swipe is gonna negate every value that Nyx has.
Unfortunately, no swipe just yet.
Oh damn.
Oh no. He really needs that swipe. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So a lot of damage. So it's pretty much done for Nyx if Eldarion skips this turn. I think it's over for Eldarion. He doesn't have.
Ooh, he might have a taunt, but there's a King Crush.
Yep.
And there's enough damage on the board.
Oh man, please finish it with King Crush. Please do it.
I think
I gotta see it.
Nyx is a renowned player in Singapore. By the way, Nyx is based in Singapore, but he is Indonesian Chinese. So this guy dodged the qualifier yesterday to play today. And he says that I want to stick to my roots, and that's perfectly okay. As long as you don't play 2 qualifiers, we are all cool with that. And because it's only turn 9, there's no 2 taunts for Eldarion. So Nyx definitely will play the King Crush to finish. I'm just counting on that. He's just such a BM player.
What a way to finish it, though.
Oh yeah.
Really nice.
Very, very good. I think Nyx made some very good decisions here in this game. He knows that Hunter is on top, and he's not gonna give Eldarion the chance to try and beef up as much as possible. So that's why he decides to go for the turn 5 Houndmaster, Naked Houndmaster play, and the Wrath being used there meant that there is no more Wrath.
Here we go.
Oh, but
here
the draws
comes the
though.
King. Best intro in the game. Kaboom! Here comes King Crush. He's gonna close that out. And Nyx is going to take the second round.
Perfect plays there. But like I said, big plays in the right moment, really going in and just closing it up really nicely. Oh, Golden Ironbark there. And Golden Animate Companion. These guys are not real hunted players. But really the point there was that I think that Naked Houndmaster helped him a lot in advancing his position in this particular game. He continued to be the nonsense that the Druid had to handle. And because Druid went with the Wrath in the particular turn, Druid didn't really have the mana for DOTC. If you played DOTC, it would have been a lot more troublesome for Nyx to handle. Because at the point in time, Nyx didn't have any minion on the board except for 4/3. And that's like 4/3 Houndmaster, that's like a Wrath me now, please sir. You Wrath me now. And,
that's right.
And everyone would do it, so it's a bait.
That's a good play, yeah I agree.
It's a good play. And the Savannah Highmane came down 1 turn later. Although it was silenced by the Keeper of the Grove, I don't think it's that big a deal because that's where Nyx started snowballing out of control, and the 6/5 was still alive even at the end of this entire game.
Yep, that's right. So we're waiting on the next few games for round 2 before we move into round 3 of Swiss. So, yep.
Yep, awesome. We're gonna be back in just a while. And we'll be waiting for all the players in the second round of Swiss to finish up their games first before we can go on to the third round. We have 5 rounds of Swiss for today. Technically speaking, that is the projected amount, but it should fall if there are players dropping out halfway through this entire tournament. And that's it. This is Babael joining me as Katips. Hope you guys enjoyed this cast. We're going to be back in just a while. Stay tuned.